Hey folks, so yesterday I was on a phone call with a friend of a friend of a friend who wanted to talk to me about starting a business, starting a small consulting business. And I said, sure, I'll help out. As you know, I love to help people. You give me a comment, you give me an email, a phone call. I give out a lot of free help, and it gives me great joy to be a guide, be a pathfinder for some of you to help you along your journey, and especially in the reliability and maintenance space. I think there's a tremendous void of leadership and using concepts that will get you quick results. But still stay with your best practices, and those results are scalable. So here's my cat. See my cat's over here. He likes being in the video. So anyway, I'm on this conversation about just how to start a small business, little stuff that I'm not going to bore you with here. But one of the conversation turned towards marketing. How do you get clients out there? And I shared my story with this gentleman. I thought I'd share it with you, and my experience too. Is when I retired and was talking about a consulting business, I had probably 10 people saying, "Oh my gosh, let me know when you're tired and when you're retired and ready to work. We'll definitely get you in here and take a look at what we're doing." I had a lot of contacts from my jobs, and I'm telling you, first thing I did is I took 6 months off and did nothing. Okay, I think I've talked about that before, but once I started my YouTube channel and started my small business. Zero of those 10 played out to any contract. Zero. And I started building up my LinkedIn profile. I was actively adding 50 to 100 people or connections, trying to make 50 to 100 connections a day. So getting on there, people with similar backgrounds, people that were plant managers, maintenance managers, reliability engineers. And I built my LinkedIn profile up to, it's like 7,000 now. But I started posting content on there. I started, getting in these little discussion groups on reliability and maintenance on the SMRP website, for example. Started my YouTube channel and, just reaching a lot of people. I'm pushing 1,900 subscribers now, and I get probably 15 engagements a day, where it will be either from a comment, an email, or a phone call, and I'm still able to keep up with that 100%. I'm keeping up with that. Most comments I respond to within just a few hours. But what I told this individual is, for every 100 people that engage you and say, "I'm interested," you may get one that'll take the leap. And it's not that they're the leap towards hiring you. And I'll be honest, I'm kind of disappointed in that. And I'm definitely not looking to get any busier, but it's so many people just love to learn. They love the concepts that I'm talking about, applying lean to reliability best practices, applying the knowledge of a plant manager to your reliability journey, to help you work through some frustrations. But I'll talk to 100 people that are just thoroughly enthused with that, and the vast majority of them do nothing. They just take the knowledge and go about their same old culture, and that's what a waste. And I hate to be that blunt, but what a waste. The biggest gap I see in reliability and maintenance, and this can apply to a lot of other areas, but it's really bad in reliability and maintenance. The leadership is so afraid of failure that they'd rather stay in their culture that they're in. They'd rather be You're actually failing now. You got 100% reactive maintenance culture. Say you're 50% reactive maintenance culture. Folks, you're failing. And you're afraid of failing. You're afraid of doing something different. I'm just a guide out there. I'm just a guy on the internet. And I've solved this. I've been into, I lost track of plants. Say 40 different plants and clients that I've gone into, and 100% of the time, the organization is shocked at what they see and are shocked with the simple solutions that we put in place, and are shocked with the speed. You know, and I'm not saying, hey, hire me. I'm saying, don't just gather information. Gather information that helps you take action. Action is the key. And I'm telling you, 99 people out of 100 don't take any action. They just get smarter and smarter and smarter and smarter, but they don't get anything done. Okay? And this channel and my inspiration is in the success stories, not in just providing information. You know, and that's, if you ask me what my biggest frustration is 2 years in of making this YouTube, it's the lack of action. And that's disappointing to me. Now maybe I'm one of the people that are going to pile on information onto you, and it takes you 21 times to hear something before you take action, and I'm number 3 or 4 or 10. That's okay. But fear of failure and doing something wrong is crippling to you. What can you do Monday? What can you do Monday? Can you your wrench time is horrible, and you need to hire 2 people to before you can add a kidder stager to your workforce, and that's crazy. That is crazy to wait, because you add a kidder stager, you could double your wrench time, and you probably have too many people, which has been the case 100% of the time where we put in place a kidder stager. People ended up with too many people. And you got to figure out how to best utilize them. Make them problem solvers, make them process managers, increase your PDM. You actually give yourself a lot of resources when you make these changes, but people come up with excuses. They don't want to do it. The timing's not perfect. I need to do this. Let's wait till after the holidays. Action. And you're going to fail. You're going to fail. But would you rather get 10 things done next year and fail on 3 of them? So you got 7 successes out there. Or would you rather do 1 thing right? Okay? I'd rather have 7. But you got to be willing to fail on the 3. And, that was my conversation with this guy, was just, hey, there's going to be a whole lot of people that just love what you do, but they're not going to take the leap. And, I've said it on this channel before, having a guide, having somebody that's been there before. Imagine you're going to go on vacation to Hawaii. Wouldn't it be great to talk to somebody that's been there before? What was it like to travel there? What was it like to go between islands? Where'd you eat at? How much did it cost? Wouldn't you love that information? I'm not saying you do exactly what they do, but you have that as a starting point, and it's going to help you avoid some of the pitfalls, okay? And have more fun and be more efficient with your money, and it's just all great. So, having a reliability guide is the same way. You're going to avoid the pitfalls by having a guide. And that's one of the biggest frustrations about consulting, I'll say, is that, for every 100 people that love what I'm doing and say, hey, we need a guide, one will turn that into something where they choose to take action. Okay, this is Joe out.